For nearly 40 years, Dr. Michael Kotlicky has been helping his patients overcome vision problems that make reading and learning a struggle. We're lucky enough to have wonderful parents who want to share their experience so that other parents can catch problems earlier rather than later. The Goyettes are kind enough to take some time to tell us about their son Gregory. And how did you come to catch Gregory's problem in first grade?
The teacher really felt that he wasn't trying hard enough, but in my gut, I knew there was something that wasn't right, so I thought we would get an evaluation with an occupational therapist. And it was the occupational therapist upon evaluation that said, I think he's got a vision problem, you need to go see a developmental optometrist, and that's what we did.
So did he do occupational therapy for a while?
He did for a brief time, but she really felt that the only issue that he had was the vision, and that having that addressed would pretty much solve the problem, and I think that has been true. He didn't have very good eye-hand coordination. When he did read at home, he did a lot of skipping and jumping around and rereading words that I knew that he knew, but he would catch the beginnings or endings and kind of add on to them. And
once the OT had recommended Dr. Kotlicky, once we found out what the actual problem was, we purchased Nooks for the kids. We're going to give them later on that year for Christmas. And we decided, once we found out what the problem was, we were going to try something, give it early. So we gave him his Nook that night, changed the font size. And that night, no joke, he became a voracious reader. He read 3 books, 3 of the
Magic Treehouse.
Wow, in one night?
In one night, and was begging me for more, and we basically had to cut him off because he had to go to bed. So it was like a light switch.
And what was Gregory's diagnosis?
Gregory was diagnosed with Convergence Insufficiency. He started therapy, and progress for him actually was slow, and so we went past the first 16 weeks, and while things really hadn't gotten dramatically better, and he was still really struggling, especially with the writing in school, but Dr. Kotlicky told us to hang in there, and he said that he felt that once he hit positive numbers for the convergence that we would see a difference, and that's absolutely what happened. Once he hit those positive numbers, I started getting phone calls from the teacher, but this time it wasn't what were we not doing, or it was what were we doing. We started vision therapy in the very end of the first quarter, and by the third quarter he got a most improved student. For him, getting those awards was huge. He'll be going into second grade with all the skills that he needs to be successful. So we feel very blessed.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
If this sounds like your child, or your child is experiencing any of these symptoms, rule out the possibility that an undiagnosed vision problem could be at the root of your child's difficulties. Call us at 410-730-5808 to schedule a developmental vision evaluation, which will test all of the visual skills critical for reading and learning, or attend one of our free monthly seminars.